Hi, I'm Chaplain Michael, and I'm glad you could join us today. I'm going to be reading a Bible passage, a psalm, Psalm 4. I want to reflect on it a little bit with you, and then we'll pray. This is a psalm that deals with finding sleep, sleeping restfully. I want to read Psalm 4. You'll notice that last verse that I just referred to. Answer me when I call you, O God who declares me innocent. Free me from my troubles. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you people ruin my reputation? How long will you make groundless accusations? How long will you continue in your lies? You can be sure of this. The Lord set apart the godly for himself. The Lord will answer when I call to him. Don't sin by letting anger control you. Think about it overnight and remain silent. Offer sacrifices in the right spirit and trust the Lord. Many people say, "Who will show us better times?" Let your face smile on us, Lord. You have given me greater joy than those who have abundant harvests of grain and new wine. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, will keep me safe. In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, will keep me safe. I'm reading from the New Living Translation, and this is about sleeping soundly. You know how sometimes the pressures of the day spill over into the night? You might sleep for a couple of hours and then wake up, and thoughts roll through your mind, troubling your heart. It's often hard to do much about it then in the middle of the night. I think of how Bob, after he lost his wife, had to fight to even get a few hours of sleep. He might doze off late, and then early in the morning, 4:30, he woke up wide awake, memories rolling through his mind like a TV that got turned on and he can't find the remote to turn it off. If I could just turn my mind off for a while, Bob said, then I might get some rest. You know how that is? You've gone through a time of trouble, you lose sleep. I've talked to people now. This is a time that's difficult for us, and maybe you're losing some sleep. Well, the psalmist gives us an example of how to pray when we're sleepless. Answer me when I call on you, O God. Free me from my troubles. Now, the Hebrew word, that's the language that the psalm is written in, is Hebrew. The Hebrew word for trouble describes a narrow place. It's like being between a rock and a hard place, as we say. And the psalm shows us how to cry out to God in those narrow places. Free me from my troubles. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. Widen out this narrow place so I can see my way through. It's a prayer we can pray when we're in trouble. It's a prayer we can pray at the close of the day. One of the kinds of trouble that the psalm depicts is when you're upset and angry. Sometimes things go wrong, and you get so upset you can't rest. Be angry, the psalm says. Things aren't the way they're supposed to be. We get upset. We might shake or tremble. That's literally what the psalm says. You might tremble in anger. Be angry, but do not sin. You sin in your anger when you attack a person instead of the problem, when you decide to make your own payback. You sin in your anger when you take matters into your own hands rather than giving them to those who ought to make it right, telling others about it so that they can fix the problem. Instead of staying angry, the psalmist says, think about it overnight and remain silent. Sit silently before the God who sees your hurt and who can stand up for you. and remind yourself that ultimately God is in charge of this world. He will make straight what's crooked. Wait for the righteous one to vindicate you. But this is awfully hard to do. And it's hard to do alone. Perhaps a Christian friend can confidentially help you to kind of sort things through and see the reason why it is that you're so angry. And perhaps they can help you give that reason into God's hands in prayer. Or they can help you give that reason to those who can address that problem. We get so troubled when things aren't going the way they're supposed to go. We can get angry, fiercely so, trembling so. But God is the righteous one. He's our defender. Act justly and see how He will make things right. When you give it to His hands, perhaps you can rest. Another reason we might lay awake at night, not only is because we're upset and angry about something, but just because of the bad times that we're going through. Like right now. A hard time that we've been going through, and maybe you've been having a hard time resting at night. Or I think of this situation that Chuck is going through. Chuck had a cancer treatment that ended 12 months ago, and he thought things were picking up, but at his 12-month check, his doctor said there's something that's unusual here. I'm not saying the cancer's returned, but I want to check it out and see. But for Chuck, the memory of his last round of treatments is still pretty fresh, and he said, I don't know if I have enough stamina to go through it all. I don't know if I have what I need. He's troubled and worried. We don't know if we're going to have enough. We could worry that way about money. I don't know if I'm going to have enough to meet the needs I have. We can worry about our own strength. I don't know if I could get through this time. We might lay awake in our bed, maybe even panicking. When will I see anything good? That's what the psalmist asks. When will I see anything good? Who will show us better times? Well, the psalmist says, then pray. Let your face smile on us, Lord. Let your face smile on us. You know, that's an echo of a blessing that God said over His people, going all the way back to the time when Aaron began saying that at the Lord's direction. Aaron, the brother of Moses, remember? The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make His face shine upon you and be gracious toward you. The Lord turn His face toward you and give you peace. Make your face smile on us, Lord. Smile on us in this trouble, because He can give you peace. He can give you help. He can give you strength. He can bring that strength Himself by giving us inner strength. Or He can bring people into your life to help support you and grant you strength. It might be someone concrete that you know well, like a son or a daughter who's said, we'll help take care of your finances for you. It could be an encouraging friend who just was going to walk through whatever trial you're going through. I'll be there for you. It could be just the assurance that the Lord is there. He'll be with me. That gives us that peace and even a sense of joy. And David said, when this happens, you have filled my heart with greater joy than those who have abundant harvests of grain and new wine. The presence of the Lord can give a joy greater than that found at a big harvest, greater than that found in Thanksgiving time. Well, at nighttime, when the thoughts trouble you and they can seem to oppress your mind, if you pause and think about the Lord, the way He's blessed you, when you call on the Lord and ask for His guidance or help, your spirit may be lifted and you can find rest. Rest that comes from Him. Here's a prayer idea that you might like to give a try. This idea is credited to Ignatius of Loyola, and it's a prayer that could be prayed in the evening that echoes a bit of Psalm 4 that I've been showing a little bit from. It helps followers of Jesus in their capacity to see God in all things and to affirm His will for us. So what you can do in the evening is find a comfortable place to rest and review your day. Notice the things for which you are thankful. It might be a good conversation you had, or it might be a beautiful sunset that you saw. It might be a good meal that you enjoyed. After you review your day, pause to thank God. And then, as you review your day, also review how you acted. Where did you feel happy? Where did you feel stressed? Where did you sense love? What relationship worked well? Where did you sense things didn't work well? Where did you feel like maybe you failed and you could use forgiveness? Well, as you review how you acted in that day, then reconcile and resolve. Pray for forgiveness. Ask the Lord to fill your heart with peace. And resolve to be more like Jesus. To reconcile if that needs be. To say a simple, I'm sorry. Or to ask for God's strength by His Spirit that you could be more like Jesus, more patient, more kind. As you review your day, give thanks, look at how you acted, and then reconcile and resolve. And then close with the Lord's Prayer. Then you can lie down in peace and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, keep me safe. Let's close with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Well, the peace of the Lord be with you. I'll lie down in peace and sleep, for you alone, O Lord, will keep me safe.